What's up everybody? How's it going? I just got my new laptop in the mail. Let's go check it out. Pretty big transformer right here. And yep, that's everything. Just a charger cable and the laptop here.
No floppy disk?
This is new everything.
Ooh. No instruction manual, eh?
i7 7th generation.
Are you happy now?
As you can see right here, other than the laptop, this is all that came in the packaging. There wasn't really much marketing taking place. Dell didn't really provide stickers or coupons for anything. Just a quick instruction manual. I'll probably never read this, but other than that, just as I said, just a laptop. So yeah, it's exciting just to jump right to the good stuff. Anyway guys, that was all the unpackaging of the laptop as you saw in the last clip. I was first of all quite interested at how much they put into the detail, such as right here the power cord. There's an LED indicator light for that. Also right here for the WADS part of the keyboard, they have it differentiated, which is nice because you're using this part of the keyboard when you're moving around in various video games. Anyway, I'm gonna set the laptop to my desired settings. I'll get back to you on the review after this. Hey guys, I'm back. So I've just finished fully configuring the laptop here. It's a Dell 7567 Inspiron 7000 Gaming Edition for the year 2017. As you may know, it takes over the Dell Inspiron 7000 7559 model from last year. Now that laptop from last year was quite revolutionary because it provided decent gaming specs at an affordable price, all on a little machine like this. So Dell carried that vision from last year and they put into this model. And not only that, but it has updated specs. It's running on the new Kaby Lake processor for the 7th generation. It's a 7700HQ CPU, which clocks in at 2.8 GHz. It turbo boosts to 3.8 GHz, which is pretty decent for a laptop. It's to my understanding that this CPU is pretty much the best on the market that you can get right now. For memory, it has 16 gigs of DDR4 RAM right here. As well as that, for this model, it comes with a 1050 Ti NVIDIA video card. It's a 4 gig GDDR5 of video memory. So the only real downside with this model is the screen. It's not 4K or anything, it's just standard 1920 by 1080. But that really doesn't bother me because most of the time I have it plugged in and connected to an external display like this one in the background, which is 4K. I assume for most other gamers, they have it plugged in most of the time too. So that's really not much of a downgrade in my opinion. So one of my first impressions of this computer was the hinge. As you can see in the middle here, it's just being supported right there. And ironically, it's actually one of the most rigid hinges I've ever used, and I've used over 10 laptops. And not only that, but just the design itself. For example, the keyboard right here, really solid. There's virtually no flex down right here or anything. Yeah, overall it's just a very solid design. So it's quite interesting to see Dell put that much effort into just the little things, such as the exterior design work. So well done on that, guys. So the next thing about this model that really caught my attention are the two fans right here. I don't know if you can hear now, but even at idle it can get kind of loud. You can ask my friends about all the Snapchats I've been sending them. Honestly, sometimes when I'm playing a game or something, it sounds like a 747 is in my room. But that's okay. A CPU of this magnitude does need a lot of fan power to keep cool. So I can see why it has that. And other than that, for feeling it, it has almost like that, I can't even explain, like a rubbery, a really soft rubber touch. One thing I did notice also is if you have greasy food from eating burgers or just sweaty hands in general, it does leave a mark. So I wouldn't recommend this to anyone with sweaty hands. Just kidding there, but yeah, that is something else I did notice with laptops. So it can really lose its age quickly there. I think anyone owning this model would be fine. Just don't make a mistake like I did and have burgers as well as use it at the same time. You can get some nasty marks in it, like as you can see on the side right there, but I'll get over it. So the next thing I want to show you guys are the exterior ports it has on each side. First of all, right here we have a headphone as well as microphone jack, so basically a 2-in-1. As well as that, we have 2 USB 3.0 ports. There's your HDMI, and here's your Ethernet port. Unfortunately, since it's the year 2017, we don't have VGA anymore, so I guess that's what I lose from my old laptop. Whatever though, no one uses VGA anymore. And right here is first of all for locking your laptop, right there. And as well as that connects to the docking station. So next off right here is the AC port. That's also another detail I noticed in Dell's Inspiron design for this year. You can see kind of an alternating color halo around, so that's pretty neat. As well as that, we have another USB 3.0 port right here, and right there is an SD card slot. The one port that's missing, that's a bit of a downside to a lot of people, is missing USB-C port. I've never really used one before, so that doesn't really affect me. But I guess that's what happens when you get a budget gaming laptop. You kind of have to compromise in some areas. So despite the fact that everything is internal now for the new line of laptops, such as the battery, it's no longer external. Despite all that, you can easily access everything still. Just with this screw right here, as long as you undo that, you can take this panel off, and you can access a ton of things, such as the battery like I mentioned, as well as a solid state drive or the primary hard drive. As well as that, you can access the RAM and various other components. They did, as you can see in this picture, have a good architecture for the Inspiron 7000 model. So the next key thing I want to talk about for this laptop is of course the battery life. So I can make a quick interpolation here by moving the mouse down and checking the stats right now. I'm using on moderate use, which is just browsing the internet and moving files around, and we're getting at 86% about 3 hours and 40 minutes left of battery life. So I can make the assumption from full charge it would be about 4 hours. And then it's advertised to be 6 hours, but I guess that's when it's on idle. And for gaming, it's advertised to be 1.5 hours. So it makes reasonable sense for what they advertised to be true. So before I go into the performance of this laptop, I'll quickly go over the fact that it has no CD drive, which is pretty common in lots of new laptops these days, because first of all, who uses a CD drive now? And instead they replaced it with a subwoofer. It does sound kind of gimmicky since it's in a laptop, but I guess I can't really judge until I try it out. So let's try this song by Let's Go, Let's Go. Big max volume. Now here's with me standing about 2 meters away. So I don't know about you guys, but that didn't really sound great to me. It sounded kind of monotone. The subwoofer honestly was too small to be noticeable to act like an actual subwoofer. So unfortunately I did lose out on the sound quality for this laptop. My other one still definitely does have the edge. I guess it's pretty hard nowadays to find a laptop with decent sound. So the next thing I want to do in this video is put these specs you see to the ultimate test. Of course, I don't want to play a bunch of games and get frames per second. It's kind of complicated. I don't want to ramble on about that. So what I'm going to do instead is put this model right here to a stress test. As well as that, I'm going to compare it to my 2012 Acer laptop. And this one runs on the Intel i5-3210M processor. As well as that, here's my big gaming rig. I customly made this a year ago, and it runs on an Intel i7-4790K processor. I have a separate video and that'll be in the description. But yeah, it'll be really interesting to see how this new laptop here, running at 2.8 gigahertz, pairs up to my old one here, which runs at 2.5 gigahertz, as well as to this custom rig here, which runs at 4.2 gigahertz. Hey guys, so I just completed a user benchmark stress test for my old laptop here. As you can see, it got a gaming score of 14%, which is tree trunk, I know, embarrassing. And then 41% for desktop performance and 22% for workstation performance. I could ramble on about the specs right here that you can see, but I'll just leave a link to the website on the description of the video. So next off, we have the results from my gaming rig right there. First off, we have 66% for gaming, 96% for desktop, and then 71% for workstation. So keep in mind, this is a desktop custom-made gaming rig. Of course, this desktop is going to have outstanding results. It's liquid cooled, 11 fans in it, i7-4790K overclocked. I'm not surprised. It'll be really exciting to see what this guy has to offer. Let's check it out. What's up guys? So I just restarted my computer and I did the benchmark on here. And the gaming score was 49%, a yacht, then 65% for desktop battlecruiser, and then finally for workstation it was yacht again. Honestly, these results are not that disappointing. For a laptop, this is amazing. I've been searching around and researching of other laptops which have been tested on this website, and it's very difficult to find one of this magnitude. So well done, Dell. So I guess that sums up the video for my review of this laptop. Thanks again for watching, and I'm really appreciative if you made it this far in the video. I wish you all the best of luck in your future computer purchasing. Thanks again. Have a good day, guys.